Hi and welcome back to Brain to Page. This week I just wanted to share a quick thing, I think, and I'm going to try and make sure it doesn't turn into a rant. But I've noticed when the first question that new writers often ask is, how do I get published? Fair enough, it's useful to know. If you're serious about being a writer, you will need to know it at some point. But the problem I'm noticing is that the people who are asking haven't either been writing that long or haven't written at all. And to me, asking how to get published when you haven't actually learned the craft of writing yet is a bit like buying a guitar and then trying to find out how you get a record deal. You need the step in the middle. You need to actually learn how to do something. You're not going to be the first person who sits down and writes a masterpiece without any formal training or practice or anything like that. You do need to learn how to write. So I do feel quite bad when I see new writers who've maybe only been writing for a little while, maybe they've done a couple of flash fictions or whatever, and then they want to know how to get published. Please learn to write. And that sounds a bit patronising on my point of view, and it's not supposed to be. What I mean is take the time to practice, because you'll only get better with practice. Malcolm Gladwell said that you needed 10,000 hours of practice before you got any good at anything. You probably won't need that many hours of practice for writing, but please, read books on writing, maybe take a course, get feedback from people, enjoy it. That's the most important thing of all. Enjoy your writing and spend some time just writing for the sheer hell of it. Write what you want to read, write what you've always wanted to be able to buy, write what people ask you to. If they enjoy a particular type of story, write that for them. But don't sit there going, oh my God, how do I get published? How do I find an agent? How do I do this? How do I do that? And don't rush to stick things up on Kindle before you're ready as well. Because the problem that you've got is if you're in too much of a hurry to get published, you're spending all your time learning about marketing and genres and all the stuff that is really important and you will need to learn at some point. However, please take the time to actually enjoy your writing, because once you start actually publishing, then you're always going to have this thing in the back of your brain sort of going, ooh, will the market like this? Before you've gotten published, you're in the most liberating space that you'll ever be in, and you can write whatever you want. So please take advantage of it and take the time to study the craft, get better, find out what you don't like writing. I mean, that's just as important as anything else. But get feedback and just, please, as I say, don't be that person who buys a guitar and then goes out busking after they've learnt a chord. Really. That's all I want to say on that. It's just don't be in such a rush to get published that you don't take the time to enjoy learning to write and to enjoy actually writing things that you want to read. That's the most important thing. And yes, I do believe that writing is a business and publishing is definitely a business, and you need to know about all of those things. But, just really enjoy that period before it becomes an issue. And then, when you come to actually start getting things published, because you'll have enjoyed what you've done and you'll have written some really cool things and you'll have just thrown caution to the wind and mashed genres up left, right and centre, then yeah, maybe you might be successful with that, because nobody will have done that before, and the only reason you've been able to do that is because of the fact that you've been able to just write whatever you want. So please, watch these videos, read blog posts, come across authors who tell you sort of like what it's like to be a published author, and just learn new things. Maybe learn a new thing every fortnight. You might go, right, today I want to learn how to write dialogue between antagonists, and then another couple of weeks you might want to learn how to write conflict. Another couple of weeks time you might want to learn about how to add in backstory, whatever it might be. But please enjoy the writing before you worry about getting published. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. If you'd like to get my book of 25 writing prompts, then please feel free to subscribe to my list. The link is below. And otherwise, I will see you next week for another tip. So please enjoy this week. Have a fantastic time, and I'll see you next week with another tip. Bye bye.